Hi, it's great to be with you today. This is Frank Sahlein, the founder of Third Level Consulting and the executive director of the International Association of Child Development Programs. We're happy to be with you today just to explore a little bit and maybe remind ourselves a little bit about the value and the power of partnerships in this age of intrepid entrepreneurship and opportunity. It's great to be an individual star, but we can get a little bit further with the partnerships that we nurture as relationships that then turn into more true partnerships. As I think about this, and I'd love to have your input as well, of course, because this is a partnership going forward, even this presentation is. As I think about this, think about it on several different levels. What about the local level? What about your own business level? What about the state or regional level, or province level, depending on where you are? What about the national level? What about the international level? So let's explore a few things. Hopefully the benefit of this session for you is just an overview of the scope of the partnerships that are available to you for, as we've put here, increased marketing exposure, increased profit, and just the pure joy of legacy-based collaboration. Here is a Wikipedia definition of partnership, which I don't have to read to you, but it basically talks about advancing mutual interests, no matter what level you're at, your own business level, the local level, state level, national level, international level. The likelihood, as they've defined it here, of each partner achieving their mission increases as they amplify their reach. So here, let's dive right in to these business levels of child activity centers and community exposure. Your business level, at the business level, the thought process of partnering with your key managers, acting like equals, even though you may make the final decision. If you are the owner or one of the owners, you may make those final decisions, but certainly key managers, if you're a key manager, an office manager listening to these, general manager, facility manager, site manager, any of those, you're making a lot of decisions as well. And so I would say that, extrapolate that to partnering with your assistant managers, with your line instructors, your educators. Let's just think about those as partnerships. Because when we look at organizational charts, for example, org charts are usually more top-down. That's the legal formation of them. But in truth, we all operate kind of circular. We act as equals, and that's where we get respect. True, there are tough decisions that have to be made at times. That's great. But if you can act like a team and act like partners in your daily work with that kind of respect and building up through those relationships, then this quote by Steve Jobs comes true, that great things are done by a team of people. And I think you know that, but be sure you're thinking about your organizational chart, not so much as hierarchical, but more circular, where everybody can actually grow in place, and that will engender partnerships. And of course, partnerships are also based on trust. Probably more than anything else, it's based on trust. How do you do that? You nurture those relationships by acting like partners. So that's at your business level, your everyday operations, everyday activities. What about at the local level? Your community centers, basically your child activity center, and then all of the community opportunities for other service providers. Many of you have worked with pediatricians, toy stores, clothing stores for children, others, people that are not in direct competition with you, that are providing other kinds of services. You can establish some creative co-offers and events, open houses that you invite them into. Maybe they'll invite you into theirs, those type of things. There are also ways to look at people who are in direct competition with you. I've got indirect on here, but actually they are in direct competition with you as children's service providers. People that are thinking, I'm a dance school, I'm a swim school, I'm a gym school, and all the others are competition with me for that family's dollar. That is true, but you can also be creative about co-offering things seasonally, partnering up on different events. Explore it and see. I think you'll be surprised if it hasn't been done before in your community. I think that you will find that people would be receptive to it. Those that are not receptive to it will be the ones that are afraid and are kind of fear-based anyway. So interesting, people that are not in direct competition with you or people that are in indirect competition with you, you can establish some of these relationships. Try it. Partnering with public schools or private schools, a lot of ways to do that. Placing ads on their websites, for example, as a rotating banner, really inexpensive and a great way to do it. A lot of our clients have really ramped up their exposure because of these type of things. Co-hosting fun events as fundraisers for public or private schools, of course, as well in your facilities. Another way to do it, of course, is partnering with local charity organizations, whether you're giving in-kind services, which we all do, of course, whether you're contributing volunteer labor, some of your staff, or even some of your teams, if you have cheer or gymnastics, dance teams, volunteering some labor there, cash contributions, just being a part of that community. Partnering with local civic organizations as well, especially in terms of professional guest presentations on child development. You are the expert here in your community, and make sure that you get a little bit of exposure that way and become the go-to. You never know where those tentacles and those relationships and those presentations will go, but people will be impressed with what you present. And if you're a little hesitant to present, then find somebody else in your organization who's really good at it. Another thing you can do in your local level is partner with grant organizations that are local. And I think you'll find that, that the opportunities will increase when you help others win. The cool thing about this is that it might only be helping other people have little wins, but they help you have little wins as well. And what it says here in this quote is a little win for a partner is a little win for you. And I agree with that. The next level would be the state or regional level. Again, that community, it's a larger community now than just inside your facility or inside your local area. Now we're talking about a state or regional level. You can certainly partner by volunteering on some of these industry organization boards or volunteer tasks. You can partner by organizing or participating in some industry webcasts or seminars to kind of cross-pollinate best practices. If no one's doing that, then you start it, right? When you do start something, yes, it means a little bit more work, but on the other hand, you benefit too. I've always found, just on a personal basis, that the more I volunteer and say yes, within limits, of course, the more you grow, your vista grows. Yes, it's more work, but you get to collaborate and you get a higher level vista, you get more information, and you're able to strategize forward based on the increased information that you know from these valuable partnerships that are here. Another thing, again, I'm reemphasizing this again, from the local level up to the state or regional level, partnering with grant organizations. That's another completely whole topic that we have got and help specialize in as well. But just know that they are there. You might think that the grants are out there that are only for not-for-profit organizations, and that's simply not true. It's just a matter of having the information and the knowledge and then developing the skill sets either in yourself or somebody else in your organization that can work through there. And I love this quote, this Virginia Burden quote, cooperation is through conviction that no one can get there unless everybody gets there. Well, that may not be completely true, but it certainly is true that we all get further by cooperating, comparing, and cross-pollinating the best practices that are out there. Okay, so how do we do this then at the national level? What is there in the national level community? Again, just like you would do at the state level or city level, volunteering on some of the organizations at a national level, presenting topics, offering some unique product or service to the community, co-promoting that product or service with other industry suppliers, much as we're doing right this minute. Wherever you're watching this, has a link to one of our suppliers, and we're proud to be a part of their process, and we hope they're proud to be a part of our process as well. These things can actually even lead to mergers and acquisitions on the national scope. The third level team is an example of this. Those of you that know about one of our companies, Third Level Consulting, we now have 24, 26 consultants in all different areas, and we have partnered up with other companies that we ended up actually acquiring as well just recently. And so you can grow by these types of partnerships that then grow into really tight collaborations that even grow into potential mergers and acquisitions. The world is wide open there. And one of the great things about this is this quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes: many ideas grow better when transplanted into another mind than the one where they sprang up. So I can't even tell you how many times this has happened. I think I have a great idea, and maybe it's the great nucleus of an idea, but when it's matured by some of the people on your team, by the partners in the industry, suppliers, other associations, et cetera, that idea gains traction and grows beyond anything that you could have done individually. So again, partnerships is a great theme for all of this. And then finally, last but not least, what about at the international level? Well, again, you can partner with international organizations if it's available in your industry. One of the great examples of this is the swim school industry, where in the USA, where we are, the U.S. Swim School Association does direct partnerships and works with the Canadian Swim School Association, who also all work together with the Australian Swim School Association, who all band together under the International Swim School Association banner. It's tremendous, and they actually do work together, support each other's conferences, support each other's activities, cross-reference some surveys. It's a beautiful model, and I think that can be done in any of the areas. It can be done in dance, can be done in ninja martial arts, gymnastics, certainly cheerleading can be done. And I think that then we look at this Angus Deaton quote that the international cooperation is vital to keeping our globe safe, our commerce flowing, and our planet habitable. We certainly believe this, and I think another way is to partner with an international organization or an umbrella organization like the IACDP, which is the International Association of Child Development Programs. If you're not aware of that, you might look that up. We're in the process of doing new websites, new membership drives, et cetera. But the premise of that is to give a 360-degree look to anybody who's a member, whether you're a child development center, whether you are a supplier to the industry, whether you are an association in any of the sports and arts or education fields in any country. So that organization is gaining traction now. It is a not-for-profit organization. And I think that you can do that at the international level. So at any rate, all I wanted to do was to give you a quick overview of the value of what we think is partnership power. Remember, it happens at your business level. It happens at your local level, your state or county. It happens at your state or regional level. It happens at your national level. And it happens at the international level as well. So I wish you great success going forward. And remember, it's not only entrepreneurship, but partnership as well. So thanks for everybody for your attention. Certainly appreciate it.